Hi guys, and welcome back to mantalk.ke. This is season 5, episode 5, and today we're talking all about navigating the creative industry. And as you can tell on my left, we have some amazing guys, and Oscar.
I'll give you that.
Thank
I'll
you.
give you that.
Thank you guys for watching.
That's the end of the show.
I'm sorry. But yeah, so that's the conversation we want to have today. So firstly, gents, thank you so much for coming through on short notice as well.
Yeah.
Very, very hot topics going on in your life right now, which we'll touch on.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so to kick this off, basically, I want to just find out from you guys the inception of the journey when it comes to the whole creative industry. Like, how did you realize your talent, and how was that nurtured early on? Like, what was that process like?
Well, I think for me it was when I just always had an interest in it when I was young. When I was a kid, I always knew that when I watched a movie, nothing about this is real. I knew that from a young age. I knew this whole thing was staged, and that just fascinated me so much.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I kind of thought like, yeah, maybe I want to try it, but I never really did it until after high school. But like, it's just one of those things I was interested, and it wasn't like I was nurtured by anyone or anything like that.
It was just self.
I just wanted to know how this industry works, and I wanted to be a part of it.
Yeah.
I could actually have done any part of it. You know, it's just that I got into acting first, and I was like, man, this is really cool. I love doing this.
Yeah. So it's first
so
in front of the
acting
camera.
is what I went on with.
Yeah.
I could have been a cameraman or a director or anything. I don't know, but like acting is how I started, and so I thought, this is fun. I'm gonna keep doing this.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah. So just curiosity basically started
Basically,
it off, and then you
yeah.
ended up in front of the camera. Amazing. And you, Pascal?
I think the same for him. Like I said, curiosity. The first movie I remember watching was Braveheart. Don't know if you remember that.
Oh,
Mel
the
Gibson.
Mel
Scottish.
Gibson,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
I was watching
William
this
Wallace.
movie,
Yeah.
and then I was word by word by word, I was going with Wallace. Oh, you can't walk around.
Yeah.
Hey! Oh, this is Scotland, man.
Spot on.
I was watching and learning, and then yearning for that opportunity to just be on screen, to just act. And same as music, same thing. Watching guys sing, listening to their voices, mimicking their voices. So that was a good.
The kid in front of the TV all the time, like.
Man.
Yeah.
You guys, I can't believe now that I've met you in person. We've met again since high school. But like, you can actually sing. It is shocking to me. It is perplexing.
He never sang in high school.
He never, not
to him.
No, not to me. Not to me, that's for sure. But like,
We would hope not.
it's perplexing to me now that I've met him in person that this guy can actually sing. And like, you guys are actually two amazing guys. Thanks so much for like coming through.
We
No,
try.
thank you for having us.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Elijah.
No.
Oh no.
It's out the bag. The cat's out the bag. So how did you guys first meet? I'm curious.
Yeah. Because you guys,
when was
there's a vibe. There's a vibe.
Where was that? Was it?
We met. Oh man, I can't remember the year, but we were doing the
Amorph.
films.
Films.
And
I had the blue bike.
yes.
Yes.
And we. I came in to shoot a couple of movies with the production company that he was working for at the time.
I was doing art.
Yeah, he was doing art at the time, and so that's how we met. And I mean,
You seem tired, Lenana.
no,
It's been a long,
arduous, just
tough time dealing with him.
it's just, you know, I mean, you guys, everyone who's watching this just knows Tokodi, and it's like, it's not that. It's just that, you know, he has this energy obviously about him, and he's such a clown. And I think when we met, that's just one of the things we just clicked, and you know. But from that time,
It's
not, and it's funny because it's not like, you know, we talk and I'm like, yo, let's hang out or anything.
No,
we just kept meeting each other on different sets, and one thing led to another. And
just good vibes.
Yeah, I saw this clip of you guys throwing each other like.
I wish you guys had unique.
You know, it's so funny we were talking about this before we actually said
I wish you guys had berries or plums.
No, it will be
that would be organized.
that would be
Yeah.
You'll
Whole
put
segment.
something in my mouth?
this is
That was
PG-rated.
a bit fruity.
Okay, guys.
I am so sorry.
So let's get to like the viewers who are watching this from home and like aspire to like get into the acting industry. Like, so what's the talent pipeline for like film and entertainment in Kenya? Like, what's that like? So what was the journey like individually for the both of you? For you guys to like get to this point, from you playing b-ball in Lenana to here, like how did that happen?
I had the talent. I knew I had the talent, but so did so many other people. So what made me different was I was a go-getter. You see, when I started working in Makutano Junction, we were shooting an episode in 3 days. And then the rest of the days, you don't know, if you finish your scenes in 1 day, you have 2 days to just chill at home. So I asked the producer if I can come on set and just be around. Just be around.
That's fine.
If I'm not shooting, let me just see what the director is doing. Let me just see what the art director is doing. Let me see what the casting director is doing. So she put me in all these different departments, and I decided to settle on art, in the art department. So
That's Tokodi's rule number 1, be around.
Be around.
Be around.
Be around.
Be around. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Be around.
TM.
Yeah.
TM.
Yeah.
Be around.
Yeah.
Honor Selena.
Chris thinking with that one every time. Yeah.
So that helped me. I mixed my talent with my curiosity, with my what really helped me, because I really knew how to break ices. Is it ice?
Yeah.
Break ices.
What about you, Lenana? Like, what was
for me,
your-
it was the same thing, you know, like maybe not so much as Tokodi. You know, Tokodi, I think you felt like you had the talent, and for me, it was I didn't really know I had the talent, but I knew I wanted to do it. It wasn't after until I got my first job that I was like, oh, hey, I can do this. So let me just keep, you know. And it's a funny story, actually. When I got my first job,
Which was your first job? Sorry.
my first job was Saints.
Yeah, perfect.
It was a hospital drama that aired on NTV. It had only 1 season, but for me, it was everything to me, because that's how I started, you know, doing my work. And at the time, I was on set with a lot of people that I really admired at that time. I mean, Sarah Hassan is the first time that we actually met, and she was on set with me and Nice Kivinji, and I was, you know, I was just walking around like, oh my God, look at all these, and I see these people on TV every day. I was so jazzed.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I was in school, and the girl I was dating at the time said that she was going for an audition, and I'm like, yeah, okay, fine, you know, sure, babe, I'll take you for the audition, you know. And when I got there, she was like, you know, you can audition too. You know, it's not gonna hurt if you just walk in and read for the part. I was like, you know what? Yeah, fine. I've always been thinking about doing this. Let me walk in and do it. And I walked in, and that was it. I just got the job. And out of like 1,000 and something people,
That's
they-
fine. And you weren't even ready.
like,
you weren't
Yeah.
even fresh. Just-
Hey,
ready for
hey,
that.
I'm not even ready. Yeah, it's just another Wednesday. Coming to take
And then
your
shortly
jobs.
after, she broke up with me because she was like, hey,
Like, too talented.
she's like, listen,
Yeah.
that was I took you for that audition. It was supposed to be for me.
Yeah.
And then you get the, no, that's not,
I was
but
going
anyway.
to say, that wasn't the reason.
No, that wasn't.
Oh,
the
okay.
reason.
Okay.
It's just that I knew, you know, I got a job. I'm gonna have to do my thing now. So thanks. I'm gonna no.
What happened?
No.
Ice in this man's veins.
Yeah.
But that's how it happened. And then from that point, I knew that man, I really love doing this. And like Tokodi, I wanted to know more about it. So I just kept looking for opportunities and talking to people who I was around.
Yeah.
If Tokodi was there, I'd be like, yo, like, what's happening?
Yeah.
Where are you working? Let me come to your sets. Let
Yeah.
me talk to the producers, directors, and then
Yeah.
you know, I'm like, you know,
That's-
give me a shot. You
Yeah.
know?
It sounded like environment for both of you is like
Yeah.
really key. Being in those spaces.
Yeah.
So for me, I think that's what you guys did right to start with, like putting yourself in there. I want to know on the other side.
What did they do
What
wrong?
did you do wrong
Yeah, what
when
did
you
you
were
guys
young,
do
you
wrong?
first going in? Because I like people to say their mistakes so someone doesn't have to make it.
He's really thinking like, I
Hello?
haven't made any mistakes.
Yeah,
I'm brilliant,
oh,
guys. Come on.
How do you spell
No.
What is a mistake? What is that?
Yeah.
No, let's see. Well, I think I would say a lot of the mistake that people have. This is not one that I've made for me personally, but a lot of people think that it's just like getting any other job in an office, and I mean this by when you go for an audition, you could be amazing, right? Tokodi is an amazing actor, but that doesn't mean he fits the character that I'm looking for.
Okay.
And I
Yeah.
think that's the thing. A lot of people, it's giving up very easily. People are very put down by when they're told, no, you're not what we're looking for,
Yeah.
and they take that as
Rejection.
you're not good
Yeah.
enough.
Wanna gonna be-
But that's
yeah,
not the
yeah,
point.
yeah.
It's just that you're really good. You just don't look like Patrick, and I need a Patrick to play this
Exactly.
part.
Yeah.
And you're just not him.
Yeah.
And
Speaking
I
of
think-
looking the part, bro, there was that role you did. I think it was you again, where you're like the bad guy.
Oh, that was
Oh
insane.
man, that was.
Let me tell you, you did well. Hey,
Yeah.
I did like you.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't like you.
Yeah.
You did well.
That was actually
Yeah.
one of my first baddie roles, so to speak.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah,
I didn't
bro,
know
it
Big
was
Bad was
such
fun.
you did such a
Oh,
great
thank you,
job.
thank you
man.
so much, thank you.
Yeah, so not taking it personally, because that no doesn't mean there's not
Yeah.
going to be a yes further
Yeah,
down
that-
the line.
yeah,
right?
for sure.
Interesting,
Pascal,
okay,
for you,
okay, yeah.
he's saying handling rejection.
Yeah,
Discipline.
handling
Oh, yeah.
rejection,
Mine is discipline.
Discipline.
Yeah, it reached a point where it got to my head.
Okay.
It all got to my head. So you started messing around here and there. But then the good thing is I had a couple of friends in the industry, so they kind of set me right. And that financial discipline, everything about it was because as actors, if you're in the right space, you might get a huge chunk of money at once.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's a windfall.
At once.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
wonderful, yeah.
it depends what you do with that money.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So-
it can be dangerous, you know,
Very.
sometimes. Because also for me personally, the mistake that I made, and I'm okay saying this, when I just finished high school, and got right into college. This was 2008, 2009, and then it was like maybe 2 months after that maybe halfway through my first year when I got my job at Saints. Now the audition, the story I just told you.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know, like he's saying, that money just comes in at once, and that's the first time I made any kind of
money.
large money, and like it was myself with my hard work that I put in, and that I made the mistake of leaving school shortly after that, and thinking, okay, fine, now I'm doing what I'm working now, and this is what I'm actually working towards. So why do I need to go to school?
Yeah, yeah.
And I think that was a mistake because there's a lot you need to learn. Because for me, when I was in school, I was learning a lot of the behind-the-scene things in the industry.
So you're in school for that
Yeah,
industry anyway?
I was doing that, and then
Okay,
I stopped
okay.
because I
You
thought,
thought,
you know,
yeah.
I'm just gonna go with the acting thing. I'm
Yeah.
making it now, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And it wasn't after I finished doing that show that I realized it's actually quite tough, you know. You have a job, yes, but it's only until the season's over, and then you don't know what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's the gig economy, basically.
Yeah.
It's the gig economy.
I did go back to school and I did finish school.
Yeah.
But
go to school,
yeah.
Yeah.
But that was one of the mistakes that I made.
That's right. So financial education and learning to invest, because you guys are practically in the gig economy, which is where a gig comes in, you get a windfall, another gig comes in,
Yeah.
get another
Yeah.
windfall.
Yeah. But you don't know when that next gig is gonna come.
You don't know when that next gig is going to
Yes.
come.
Because you know you're done, and even today, you know, I knew Tokodi when he was just Pascal,
Yeah.
and he knew me back then when I was just, you know, I wasn't a big deal or whatever. But even today, when they call you, you still have to audition for a part.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not just because you know you're Tokodi or whatever. You still have to audition.
Do you think
for the
it's
part.
experience, like cumulatively, the work you've done? Like how many movies have each of you done? Yeah, to get to
Wow.
this
Yeah,
point,
whole
how
roster.
much work have you put in?
Yeah.
Cumulatively, like just how many movies have you made individually to get to this point in your career? How many? How much work? How much sweat? Because a lot of guys are seeing,
The
you know,
end
the
result.
fruits.
Yeah.
How much work have you actually put in?
Yeah, yeah. You know, it's funny because a lot of people say that they've seen the fruits of our labor and stuff, and they're seeing the work that we've done now.
You're
Because you know, if you think
about-
about the thing, I mean, oh man, I could list a bunch of movies and shows that I've done. Some of them that haven't seen the light of day.
Thank God.
What
Because
percentage? I'm really
because
curious.
Thank God.
yeah, you know, because sometimes
Thank
a lot,
God
of,
they
a lot of
haven't.
the, sometimes a lot of the work you do
Yeah.
can be pilots. You know, you start with doing a lot of pilots and stuff like that, and sometimes you do this show. Yes, you're paid for it, but once it gets to like the station, they're like, actually, we decided to go back on this thing, so we're not gonna actually air it. But thanks for taking the time. I mean, you've paid you, so we're good. But then you see that's never on TV. And the point is, there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them. And it's, you know, people are starting to appreciate the ones that they see now, the ones that you're seeing now. You just talked about You Again and and you know, Selena, and those are the things that we've done now that people are starting to appreciate. But I mean, it's been a long journey, you know.
Yeah,
It's been
very
a long
long
journey.
journey.
I remember coming from, like you're saying, Makutano Junction, and me with Saints, which some people wouldn't even know. Saints had one season; it was cancelled, and that was it. He knows it probably. I mean, because
I was there. No, yeah.
he was there, and you know, being in the industry, you would know. But a lot of people haven't seen that; they won't even know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But some people would know, like changing times. which is also
Yeah.
one of the other
Oh,
courses.
yeah.
I was actually shooting Saints and Changing Times at the same time.
When
How
you
was that?
when you're still in
Yeah.
when you're still
When I
in-
was, you can see why I left school. Also.
Yeah,
How was that? Yeah.
I'm busy.
Come on,
It
cut me a
was-
check.
It was
Yeah.
crazy. I mean, even when I started Selena, I was doing Selena and Anti-Boss
Divorce,
at the
yeah, I
same
remember.
time.
And scheduling Ali.
Yeah, so it was one of those things for I had to schedule when Selena would have me Monday to Thursday, and then Anti-Boss would have me Friday to Sunday, and I'm back on set on Monday for Selena, and it was just, it's crazy.
When do you rest, man? The work ethic, you guys, you put in.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
Do you
Talk
remember,
about the
do you remember
grind.
Disconnect?
Yes.
So Disconnect, Tosh really wanted me for that role. So I was shooting Selena. He had to put some scenes at night, just for me. So I'm shooting during the day. After set, I shoot overnight. In the morning, I go back to Selena. I rest for a few hours, and I continue shooting.
Wow. So
And that's-
I'm guessing like how
come
important
on.
is that consistency? Because I'm guessing those relationships, they think we can rely on Pascal.
We can
to
rely
get
on
here
you
to
at
even
that
get there and
time.
do that,
How
yeah.
did you get to that point? Because you mentioned there was a time where it was quite frivolous. You know, you're enjoying yourself.
Yeah.
How did that realization come? That okay, if I'm doing this, I need to have a reputation for being like reliable. I need a reputation for being on set on time.
Yeah.
How did
How
you
did
come
you
to that
create that?
realization?
Yeah.
Was it yourself or was it mentors? How was that?
Seeing what other people, I like you
Yeah.
see other people's experience, and you're like, I don't want to go that route. You see,
learning from their mistakes.
you see other actors who you looked up to, and then you meet them in real life, and you're like, I had put you on such a high pedestal, and now I'm seeing you right now. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm afraid. Is this where I'm going? Is this
So
where
it's the phobia of failure. It's that you're seeing other actors who've been in a similar position that you've been,
Yes.
and like they haven't taken care of that opportunity.
Yes,
And
that
so now-
that kind of scared me a bit, and also my parents were really, because they listened, they saw what these guys were doing, and then they acting. Are you sure about this career?
Oh,
Are you
okay.
sure
Yeah,
about this
yeah.
career? So I believe we're ambassadors of that. We're here to tell guys, it's not always about that. It's not you get paid, you go to the club. It's don't go waste it.
Yeah.
You get paid, invest in yourself, do something about it.
Yeah.
So I feel like we should be ambassadors
Yeah.
Yeah.
of your own career, of your own craft.
Yeah.
Just to tell other people it's a good way to go.
Yeah,
Plus, it's also about your reputation, you know.
exactly. Yeah.
Because, like,
Yeah.
obviously, the way you're saying, you know, when I learned how to, you know, you had to come and be on time, have your lines, do all this, and this is how you do these kind of things. I mean, your reputation is part of it because
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
industry, you know, like people say how Nairobi is small, the industry is even smaller, and everybody knows everyone.
So the word goes round. Like if
all
you turn
the,
up,
all,
to
the,
see-
all
yeah.
directors talk to each other, all producers talk to each other.
Very
like
small.
before I get my next job, best believe that lady of that guy has asked everyone about Lenana Kariba.
Yeah.
So even before I
Yeah.
came on to Selena, the producers and the directors, they're asking people they know before they come. It's like, where was he before he was at Anti-Boss? Let me call the producer of Anti-Boss and find out. It's like, you know,
So your reputation always
your
precedes you.
reputation
Yes.
is definitely,
Yes.
yeah. So
And you see
have
with
to keep
us,
that in mind.
with us, your TV is your card. Your face on TV is your. You don't have to have your card as well,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
your face and your name is already out there.
Yeah.
So you have to really protect it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Speaking of your face and like being out there and the relationships we've mentioned, how do you navigate like truthful relationships? Like yours seems very, very healthy. How do you gauge that this person on my path is
Is
a
here for
positive
me.
influence?
Yeah.
Exactly. It's not just taking advantage or just thinking you're a means to an end.
Yeah.
How do you distinguish that? Yeah.
Like she's in your team. Like she's
Yeah.
not here because you're suddenly from
Exactly.
Pascal Makutano Junction
Yeah.
to Pascal Selena.
Yeah.
Is there
Like
a
you see, there's been a
process?
lot of growth, and like
Yeah.
some people might come in during that period. How are you able to assess this person is here for me and not for the persona that you know that I have become?
I personally, I think it's just vibes. We can go months
Okay.
without speaking to each other.
Yeah.
True.
Such as this now, actually.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
really?
haven't spoken in each other in a while. Just been
in
IG
a while,
and stuff.
until today
Oh, wow.
here
Yes,
now.
it's
Yeah.
just vibes.
Some
As
people
in,
say
I
tell
know.
I miss him. Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
Remember I told him I
Yeah,
miss him.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Amazing.
So
yeah.
it's just good vibes. I know he's a very good person. He's such an amazing actor, amazing friend. We don't have to speak to each other
Yeah.
to tell. So I think it's vibes.
It's vibes.
Yeah, just
It's
literally
good vibes.
vibes. Yeah.
For me, I think
Lenana?
it's, you know, I don't know. It's kind of hard to say because you never know what you're really getting yourself into, especially if you're getting into a relationship. You know, like now with me, the support that I'm getting from my girlfriend,
Yeah.
my fiance. Actually.
Oh, your what's
Yeah.
up?
There it is. is.
Where's the camera? Where's the camera?
It is up there.
Look at the camera. Say your fiance. Say hi.
My fiance.
Baby girl.
Baby girl.
Baby girl.
Yeah. Who I know will be watching this.
Oh,
amazing.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
But you know, the support that you get, you know, it's one of those things that you can't really fake that kind of support because this industry is really hard, man. Like, you're not, like I said, you're not always constantly working all the time.
Yeah.
So you do have bad days, good days. Some of them are a lot of good days, but sometimes a lot of bad days.
Yeah.
And it's on the bad days that you start to realize, yeah, this girl is actually about me.
Yeah.
You know, she really supports everything that I do.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's a little insane because
It's
the
a little insane.
It's the littlest things, and it's like, babe, relax. I'm just going to talk with Kina Elijah
Oh, why?
for
Elijah.
man talk. She's like,
Elijah.
no, it's a big. This is awesome, and I'm like, yeah, it is. It's nice. And
Oh,
she's
thank
like,
you.
you have to do it. You have to do it. She wants me to do everything.
Yes,
Anytime
yes,
somebody
fiance,
calls
we
me for
love
something,
you.
yeah.
We love you,
She's
amazing.
like, I want everything,
Thank you.
everything.
Thank
Anytime
you.
someone calls me for something,
Yeah, thank you.
she's like, yeah, do it. Just
Yeah.
whatever it is, just say yes.
Yeah.
And I think it's you can't fake that kind of support.
You can.
That's fine.
You can.
That's fine. Thank you for that, Lenana.
You can.
Thank you for that, bro.
Yeah.
We'll keep that to heart. You
Yeah.
can't fake the support.
Can't
It's
fake
a
that kind of
genuine.
support.
Speaking of
Person,
support, we saw
yes.
that this morning, if you don't
Yeah.
mind talking
We saw
about
it this
Like,
morning.
Yeah, you as well, with your
Pascal.
baby girl.
With your baby girl.
We saw you with baby girl this morning.
Talk to us, bro. What happened?
Were you planning, guys?
to
Were
the
you
people.
planning?
Talk to them.
Yeah.
He brought it up. He brought it up.
people.
I'm talking about mine though.
Lenana told us off camera that he was just so proud of you, bro.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Huh.
Tokodi has
Come
come a
in the
long way.
gentle
guys.
I've come a
long way.
very long way. The lady you saw earlier, Grace
Yeah,
Sekirapa,
yeah.
that's my wife.
Is your
My wife.
your what?
Yes. W-I-F-E.
You're married, Pascal.
Yes.
That is congratulations. See, because we're struggling.
Yeah, we were crying, love in the
It's-
254 now.
yeah.
Now this is the right way to conclude it.
You know Tokodi.
Yeah, I know
Think
him.
about that sentence
Yeah,
for a second.
I did.
Tokodi's married.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he is. It's crazy.
You know, I feel
Yes.
it doesn't really roll off
Doesn't.
the tongue
Yeah.
quite easily.
Yeah.
It's
You're
like,
married, bro.
Yes.
We're
I've-
genuinely
I've- I needed stability in my life, and she really gave me that.
That's
She gave you the
simple. That's
stability you
simple.
needed.
From set, I'm going home.
Yes.
From set, I'm going home. Not just a house, a home.
Oh, wow.
When I was single, it was
Wow.
a house. When I was
Yeah.
single, it was just you open the fridge, there's no food, but there's drinks. You you wake up in the morning, as in nights. You're just alone. You're thinking alone. Most time is with friends. The next day you're supposed to be on set, but you guys are up until around 3, 4. When I told you guys about I wasn't going the right way.
Yeah.
So that was what was going on in my life at the moment. But she, when you find a good woman, man,
Really.
it changes a lot of stuff.
yeah, for sure.
It
Yeah.
changes. It changes
I
you.
feel that too. I feel like, I'm the one who has to go for the auditions, and I'm the one who has to stay up late. I'm the one who has to go for those night shoots, and we have to work,
Yeah.
crazy hours all week.
Yeah, man.
But I feel like, and I can honestly say that I would not be where I am today if it wasn't for her. Because
Wow.
remember we were talking about how giving up and stuff like that, and how
Yeah.
it's very
Very easy.
It's very easy.
Yeah.
Very easy. But
Yeah.
if you have
Very
someone
easy.
who can support you like that,
Guys, I'm in
it's,
shock. I am literally, from where I'm sitting, I am in shock.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if you can tell from my face. These two men are telling you that there's hope for us.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what
There
I'm
is,
saying.
man.
There's hope.
I think as well, I love the narrative you've just said, because a lot of the time when a guy says they're getting into a relationship, it looks like it's a burden. Like,
It's a
I
burden.
won't have time for anything,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But what you basically said is, no, the time becomes more well spent. That's basically what you
it is.
said.
Do you think
That's
it's your own
beautiful.
personal growth as well that's contributed to like?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
If I'd met her like 3-4 years back,
Yeah.
Yeah.
when I still had that mindset, that Nini, when I still hadn't learned from my experiences. But right now I've learned from my experiences. I understand that I'm growing. I'm no longer young. I understand, and that's what young people need to understand. You will be young for a few.
Yeah.
You won't be young forever.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
gonna reach a period where you'll have to grow up.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's,
for
and
sure.
you've mentioned as well. Both of you were saying that you mentioned it's very easy to give up, and having that person there is good stability.
Oh yeah, it's very
Yeah,
easy.
I want to talk about like barriers to entry that you've sort of found when you're
Just a
trying
moment
to.
before we get to barriers.
Yeah?
I think the coffee's here.
Oh, it's behind me.
The coffee's here. Come on, bro.
We've got these new fancy cups.
Ooh, the creative ones.
Oh yeah, these are very cool.
Yeah,
I
speaking
really
of
like these.
creativity.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think Art Caffe are doing a thing where they've got some artists to design the covers, and then there's like a campaign where you take snaps of your cups all around the city. So I think we're the first ones seeing these new cuts.
Oh, is that so?
Where they-
yeah.
where-
We're the
where
pioneers.
Yeah, we're
We're
the
the
pioneers.
pioneers.
Yeah,
We're the pioneers.
first scene here,
Thanks
and we
for
can.
Mine is just to say something small.
Yeah.
Something small.
I knew. I saw that. I saw that.
You're like, here it comes.
Oh
here it
my
comes.
god.
I think, guys, as well, we can eat. No, we can order something.
You
now?
can order something. Yeah. Order something to eat.
Yeah, sure.
It's on us, guys. It's on us.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please.
Just
Yeah.
for today, or
Yeah, we can have a tap. I don't know.
I'd say for the
So
whole
we've
week.
been working our way like down the breakfast menu, basically. We've
Oh,
been
is
working.
that so?
Yeah, that's what we've been doing every time. So I'm
Oh,
gonna
okay.
go for the.
Serve chicken sandwich.
So last time, Eli, you had the.
Last time I had the Sicilian breakfast
the Sicilian breakfast.
or the vegan breakfast. One of the two. One of the two.
I'll go Spanish.
He's gonna go Spanish. Okay. I will have the Spanish as well, please.
Spanish.
Yeah, please.
Well done.
Well done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't take eggs, so I'll just have the chicken sandwich.
Chicken sandwich.
Yeah, please.
Okay. Salad with fries.
Fries.
Yeah.
Yeah, yesterday was the other day was Fries Day.
Oh, for
God.
God's sake, this is being shot on the weekend, guys. This is being
we
shot on the
might
weekend.
just end the show here.
I have the English breakfast. Yes.
How would you like it to be done?
Sunny side up.
I'm just hearing Spanish, French. Is there like?
Oh, he said sunny side up. This guy, Lenana, stop being fancy.
Hey!
Just doing it for the camera. Doing it for the likes. Sunny
have the
side
sunny
up.
side up, please?
Sunny side up,
Thank
darling.
you.
Sunny side up. Even he's shocked.
He's like, what's that? We don't do
What's
that.
that?
We don't do that.
What's that?
Sunny side
Hang
up.
about.
Wow.
So underneath is the moon. Or
We're all here
If I knew I was
wondering.
gonna get this much agony from my morning eggs.
I would have just had
Oh
water.
god.
Perfect. So, guys, I was asking about you
Barriers to
mentioned-
entry.
Yeah, giving up, and I wanted to find out from you what you've seen are some barriers to entries that guys can try to skip past. Yeah, barriers to entry that you've seen.
You know, barriers to entry. For me,
Industry.
it's hard to say because
It's hard.
what happened with me when I got my first gig and I started doing this thing, that was luck.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I would like to think it was my talent, but it was actually luck because a lot of times, you know, everyone that we know right now, everyone you're seeing on TV right now, started from the theater, and that's where everyone comes from.
Okay, you have to earn your stripes there.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
everyone.
yeah.
And for me, I worked my way backwards. I started doing my TVs when I did Changing Times and then Saints and whatever.
Same here.
And then I
Yeah.
went to theater. And here's why I think that you should not skip that process.
Why?
Because there's a lot that you can learn from theater. I mean, like a lot before actually coming onto TV.
Yeah.
And honestly, for me, going into theater made me a better actor. And then coming back onto TV doing that, it made me such a better actor. I think if anyone who's trying to skip and trying to get a quick way into getting into the industry,
That's a problem.
It doesn't-
it can be
yeah,
tricky, but
yeah.
you need to be careful
Yeah.
because you know I know a lot of people who just want to be on TV.
But don't want to go through
The
They don't wanna
process.
go through the
The
process.
process.
Yeah,
I
the
mean,
DMs. Oh
yeah,
my
I've
god.
had-
Really?
I've gotten a few of those DMs where people are like, oh yeah, they want gigs, they want to get a
please,
job,
please,
get me
Pascal.
up. And there's some people who I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna give you a shot. So I give your number to the casting director. He says, okay, fine, we have this small role on Selena. Let me call you. And this person, it was a girl. I'm obviously not gonna say her name, but she came on set once. She never came back.
Wow.
She was on set once.
The easy way.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
she never came back. And she was like, I don't know how you guys do it. I could not stand it, man.
Really.
That's how hard it
Could
was.
not stand it in what way? Like, what's going on?
She I don't know what they think
I know
being
what-
on set is like.
They think it's easy.
They
They think
it's
it's just
easy. It's
come,
like you
shoot,
just stand
go.
there, you shoot, you go home. It's not, man. It's work. It is work. And the thing is, when they realize that, and then you start to realize the people who leave and the people who stay, you're like, okay,
You're real,
you
you're
have the
real.
right stuff.
You have a
you're
hard
really
skin.
passionate
You
about
get
this.
We always reiterate a lot on Man Talk. Stamina is what drives business.
Business,
It's
exactly.
not talent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you want to find out, go into theater.
Your
And
endurance.
if you can make it through theater, then you probably have the skin to make it through acting.
Yeah,
Because
fire.
theater is really tough, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not paid as much. Number one, definitely not paid as much.
Theater is passion.
Passion, your work,
Passion project.
The work that you have to do into
Yeah.
theater to
Yeah.
just make one play.
Yeah.
And remember, you have to have this whole play in your head.
You have to read the lines, huh?
for like an hour and a half or 2 hours of a show. And then you're doing this twice a day for 3 weeks.
Performing twice a day.
Performing twice. So you're doing a show at 6, and then you're doing a show at 8, or you're doing a show at 4, and then you're doing the next show at 6.
Wow.
Twice a day for 3 weeks, and the rehearsal is 3 weeks before that. And at the end of that, you're making peanuts.
Wow.
So everyone who's in theater right now, it's not about the money. Those are
That's
people who
passion.
really love just,
That's
I
acting
love being on
passion.
stage,
Yeah.
I love acting.
Yeah.
Go do theater. That's
Yeah.
where you want to start. And if
Yeah.
you can do that, then you know, okay, fine, now I really want to get into it.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
My case was different in terms of high school drama.
Okay.
Drama festivals. I haven't been blessed to go to theater. I've actually done one theater show and I didn't even rehearsal. Cut in the middle.
Yeah.
Wrangles in the nini.
Yeah.
But mine was high school drama from 2, from 3, from 4. I was the best actor in Kenya.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, so I had
And you're still making
By the
jump
way,
shots.
Yeah.
Kindly
I was-
note.
Yes. So now the weird thing is, season term 1 and
Yeah.
term 1 had
Someone
had drama and
sports.
and sports.
Yeah, and this guy,
I was a point guard.
he was the point guard for
I was point guard in
Lenana.
a small.
Yeah.
Yeah. At the same time, after a game, I used to rush and go nini.
Go and perform.
Go and rehearse for nini.
Now it all makes sense. Now, because
Yeah.
for me it wasn't like it wasn't math thing because I'm seeing you on the court,
At the same time,
and
I'm
then at
still
the same time.
Two places
yes.
at once. Yeah.
Like I
yeah.
said, passion.
Amazing.
Passion
Thank
is
you so
something.
much.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Man, look at the size of those things. Wow.
Oh, it's incredible. It's incredible.
They look like
that's just for me.
Are they real?
guys. They look like they were bred really well.
Oh my God.
I just, guys, you can leave now if you want. It's
I'm on a roll. Thank you.
Oh,
I
yeah.
do birthday parties as well. Very cheap. Very cheap.
God. Oh my goodness.
But this is the energy we were talking about earlier, like
Yeah.
having that. You're a performer wherever you go, basically. It's really key. And you mentioned something earlier. We were saying about how passion is important, how it's not going to always be about the money. And we were talking just off camera. I think Pascal, you mentioned something that was bizarre because I was talking about when does the money make sense, and you're like, it's a long time. You're going to do a lot of free things.
Yeah.
You have to earn those stripes and be there when it's not sexy, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how did you persevere through that mindset? Because you said you had the passion when you were a kid in front of the TV. Was it that just driving you even when there wasn't? It didn't make
Like I
sense?
said, I knew I had the talent.
So it's a talent. Okay.
I knew
Yeah.
I had the talent.
Yeah.
But it was my job to show people that the talent is there. Because
Yeah.
it
Did
just
people
doesn't
try
matter.
to put you down? Because sometimes.
A lot of people.
Yeah, sometimes people try and put that down just
Yeah.
because like you know who you are and what
Yeah.
you're about.
Yeah.
A lot of people try to put me down, and that's why the kids for this generation really need to be happy there's social media.
Really?
Yes.
They need to be so they are lucky that
Yeah.
Instagram, Twitter, TikTok is in people's faces.
Yeah.
Because now you've jumped the casting, you've jumped a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely. Yeah.
to get to the jobs.
Okay.
Casting director might be watching something on Instagram like, this is some wonderful talent.
Yeah.
Call this guy. Let's give him a role.
Yeah.
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 Kitambo, you had to wait for. I remember Langiri had an actors.co.ke where we'd get
I
auditions.
remember that. The
Oh,
auditions.
you have
We'd
to
get
download-
auditions on one site.
You have to log onto this website,
Yeah.
go and find out what the auditions
It was called
are
what?
and-
Actors.co.ke.
Actors.co.ke.
Does it exist still?
How
No?
creative.
Oh, I
Still
don't.
there. Yeah, it's still there, but he doesn't really do as
Yeah,
much.
it doesn't do as much
on the
because now
site?
everything is
Yeah.
on
Langiri,
social-
it's called
now
Gerald
everything's
Langiri.
on social media. And
Mm.
Yeah. But they need to be lucky. They need to be lucky. That's there. Because I had to do so many free jobs just to get my face on TV. So that people can know, he's so
And you were the
talented.
best actor in Kenya
Yeah.
in high school.
Yeah,
And,
in high
you
school.
still had
Still
to
has to go
grind.
to that.
Yes.
Dude, you might be the Ronaldo of acting, my guy.
Yeah,
Talent,
yeah.
hard work.
Ronaldo and then Messi.
And Messi.
Yeah.
We I think on that very high note.
Yeah. I
I
want to
could
ask.
work
I
with
want
that.
to know one more
I could
thing.
work with that,
I want to
yeah.
know one
One
more
more,
thing.
you have
You've
one more
mentioned.
question,
You've
yeah.
mentioned social media and the power of that and how the avenues are like it's shorter now. I'm curious with what we're seeing. Even in the last year, we're seeing Kenyan shows on Netflix, on Showmax.
Beautiful.
How do you see the future
Sure. Oh, yeah, that's
of
a
the
good
creative
question.
industry
Yes, that's a
here? Yeah,
beautiful
that's
question.
how I want to wrap up. Give them some hope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give them some
If there
hope.
isn't, that's how I'm
If there
asking. That's the
is.
question. Yeah.
Do you think there's more value?
definitely a lot
There's
of
value on the
hope.
table. Yeah.
And I think with this whole Netflix platform and our movies getting up there and stuff,
Yeah.
it creates then a lot more opportunity for people who've been struggling for a while. You know, the thing is, the jobs are out there. And yes, like I said before, the auditioning thing, you go for 100 auditions and you still won't land any jobs, you know?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But with this kind of platforms happening, with these things happening in our movies going to platforms such as Netflix, I think it's a great thing. You know, these guys are paving the way for not only actors, but a lot of the people who are trying to get into that industry of being producers and stuff. You know, when things like, okay, maybe not Disconnect, because that was already out before, and on Kenyan cinemas and things. But the movies that you're seeing now, like when we did Plan B, by the way, was a passion project.
Really?
And those are some of the things even now at the stage where I am now, I still do movies that I'm not getting paid for.
Wow.
But it's because sometimes you get a script and you're like, I really like this. And I felt like I've always been the good guy, or I'm always playing the guy who's, Mr. Handsome doing what, and I felt like I wanted to branch out from that. So
I wanted to be Darth Vader.
You are very.
So when I saw the script,
you are very handsome, Lenana.
Thank you.
You can't see, but he's looking straight into his
Yeah,
eyes.
he looked
As
dead
says
in
so
the
well
eye.
But when I got the script for Plan B, I was like, yeah, I'm down for this, Plus, Sarah San is the one who called me to do the project, and it's things like that when all of you come together to work towards a certain goal, then we're gonna make it. Because you see that everyone's trying to do their own thing, everyone's trying to make it for themselves. But if we can come together, I call Tokodi, I give him a script, and I call you guys, I call the crew, I say, you guys, I have something. I don't have anything to give you right now, but if we can get this movie done,
And out there.
show it to Showmax, show it to Netflix, show it to whoever. That's how we get our stuff out there, and then people start noticing.
So that's the
These
stuff
guys-
that happens behind the scenes.
Yes, because those guys are now paving the way to tell people that we actually have stories to tell.
We have an industry as well.
You know,
Yeah.
Africa, and it's not just about, yes, there's Netflix, there's other platforms that we could go to, and it's not just about Kenya, it's about Africa.
Exactly. Yeah.
As a whole, we have stories to tell, and we need to let people know that they need to come here and tell our stories.
Wow, that's
Amazing things are happening like now with the Crime and Justice with Showmax.
Yeah,
Ooh,
oh, it's so good.
short
That's
beautiful.
I'm watching that tonight.
And I love seeing people who come from abroad who come and say, I want to come and tell this Kenyan story in Kenya.
Yeah.
Not come and take our story somewhere else or whatever, but I like that. And I think that's really helping us a lot.
That's beautiful. That's
I love it.
Yeah. Pascal,
That
where do you
is
see the future of the industry going?
Where we are right now, we weren't there 5-10 years ago. So I can't wait to see where we'll be 5 years from now.
But the future's bright.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I also love how we have Netflix, we have Showmax, we have DSTV, we have all this. It's competition for each other.
Yeah.
So I know there'll be a game,
it
and
breeds results.
all of us
Yeah,
will just be
yeah.
going up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a
And
big
my
shout.
like I said, we're ambassadors of our career. My job is to want to see. You see how actors are being given that worldwide. You see Johnny Depp, you'll, oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Well, I'd kiss that man.
Yeah.
So like that kind of respect for our career, not just you're an actor. Yeah, what else?
Oh, I see.
What else do you do?
Yeah.
So just it's an actual job. It's my passion. This is
'cause
what I do.
I get that thing too when people ask me. A lot of people know I'm an actor, so they're like, so you do that full time? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, really?
That
Like
Yeah.
you're actually making a living from just acting.
question.
Yeah.
man.
Like, and I'm like, what do you do? And she tells me, he or she tells me, I'm a lawyer or I'm a waitress or whatever. I'm like, so you're actually making a living from that as well? Because I mean, how is that any different?
Ooh, shady.
Because it can be tough.
Yeah,
I mean, I know you're doing, you're a lawyer and stuff. It's not easy.
It's not easy.
It's not
Yeah.
easy as
It's
well
not easy
because like. It's just as hard. There's a hierarchy that you have to climb, and the same thing happens in this industry.
I'm starting. I've really like having this conversation with you guys. I've really seen your market very differently because it's true. A lot of the guys who are in, I'd call the more conventional occupations of architects, doctors, lawyers. They tend to look down upon the creative industry. And from where I am now, I'm seeing a ton of value. There's a lot of value that's just being left on the table in the entertainment industry that I think if we apply ourselves, we might actually be able to access and get into.
Yeah.
But in real sense, we need each other.
Yeah.
You're a doctor. You're stressed.
Yeah.
You need entertainment.
Yeah.
I'm an actor. I'm an entertainer.
Yeah.
I'm sick. I need
need
you.
a doctor.
Yeah.
It's all
We need
connected.
each other.
Yeah, it's
We're all
an
connected.
ecosystem.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. And yeah, so thank you so much, guys. Like
Yeah.
to be honest, I
Yeah.
honestly have just been learning as you guys are
Same.
talking.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
crazy how eloquent and how well like spoken you guys are. It's actually insane. Pascal, you are not like this 10 years before. I will not lie. You are
Right,
not
eloquent
like you are not
or
or well
you are
spoken.
well-spoken.
You
Just
were not.
because I wasn't talking like Eli,
Like-
I will tell you.
You will let me
that
know.
I will let you know.
I will have
Okay,
you know.
I will have you know
I will have you know
that I am
I feel attacked.
an
very,
eloquent.
very well spoken.
No, you see, when I'm
Particularly-
from, no, listen, Elijah, listen. So,
Oh,
when
here we
I
go.
I was in high school, huh?
It's so
Lenana.
good.
No, listen. When I was in high school, I used to be so eloquent.
I really
Used to be.
I used to.
So yours went
I
backwards.
used to. Yes. And then life hit me.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
The life happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But thank you guys so much,
Yeah,
bro.
and-
And I'm
yeah.
shocked at Lenana's like contributions. Like to be
Yeah.
honest, bro, I'm shocked at how much you know about your industry.
Mm.
Just the industry knowledge that you have.
Yeah,
you should like I don't know. We should let's talk. I think.
Yeah, yeah,
I think
for sure.
we might have certain
Yeah.
synergies that we can work
Yeah.
towards.
Yeah,
A
for
word
sure,
that's
man,
come up
for
a lot of
sure.
the time is being ambassadors for the young
For
guys.
you,
So
yeah.
on behalf of them that can't say it to you, I want to say thank you for what you're doing, like paving the way, because
Yeah.
there's always the person in a generation that has to do the crap
Yeah.
before the social media, pushing those boundaries, then being a representation of what can happen and a positive one.
Yeah.
So on behalf of like the young guys, on behalf of everyone on the show, I just want to say thank you for what you're doing. Keep doing it, keep crushing it, and hola Selena.
Ona Selena.
And like what? What do you say? Come on, Ona Selena. Ona Selena.
Ladies
We
and
should
gentlemen,
honor.
that's the first Swahili one he said.
Is
on the
it
show.
now?
It is.
What?
Oh,
Ona Selena.
Habari yako?
Good
Habari yako. Cut.
Hakuna
And
Matata.
scene. We're going home. Bye guys. Bye guys. Bye. Ona Selena. Ona Selena.
How lucky am I though? It could have happened to anyone.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I get home, I'm like,
Yeah, but
yo,
then there's some people I'm like, of course it happened to Tokodi.
oh
Yeah,
my
right-
God.
right place, right
No, I
time.
And then he
still
nice
can't
with the
believe
wife,
it,
and then
man.
now
Yeah.
I still
but
can't
there's
believe
people
it,
who are
man.
thinking
But let me
like
tell
that,
you
know?
that law of attraction is real with you. Because for me, like this guy was, you have to notice when you look at the shot, he's holding the steering with his right hand. You can tell like when he's driving. And then he sees the president. His friend is on the left. His friend still hasn't clocked that that's the president.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like when he termshas the window, Pascal reaches. You can tell he's just reached for his phone because he's still
Yeah.
fumbling.
Yeah.
If you look at the shot,
Yeah.
and he's like, hey, right. Like he starts to you start mumbling. You just
Yeah.
open your
Yeah.
mouth.
Yeah.
I was just talking, man.
What do I say?
Yo!
What do I
Bro.
say?
What do I say?
Yeah.
Ona Selena!
Half of his kingdom.
all I can think
Half of the man's kingdom. But no. Ona Selena. Half of Rift Valley.
Yeah.
Give me Rift Valley.
You've been on that show for too long.
Yeah.
Wow, you've been on that show for too long.
In that moment, you really did honor Selena.
You need a raise
Yeah.
now.
Yo,
Those guys must be
man.
paying
Yeah.
you enough now
Yeah.
because
I still can't. I got home that day before I posted the video.
Yeah.
I was like, should I post this video? Is it?
It's going to
because
break
it's-
the internet.
And again, it's illegal. I mean, I can't be recording the president like that.
Of course, yeah.
Is it
Yeah.
illegal?
That you can't shoot. There's a line
I've
there.
seen-
You
yeah,
can't
yeah,
shoot
yeah.
anything there.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, but it's the president. It's a one in a lifetime
Time
opportunity.
opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah, how many people found the president just walking, taking a walk?
Exactly. yeah.
Enjoying the
yeah.
day.
Enjoy
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
you know what? How many people saw the president taking a walk and thought, no, I can't record him?
Yeah, and there
Because
was
yeah,
so
yeah,
many
like
on that
good
road.
question.
I
Good
was
question.
keeping
Yeah.
people
Good
behind.
question.
There was a
Good
huge
question.
traffic
And
behind
then
me.
the mindset of that.
Good
like,
question.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
People
mindset.
who actually saw it but thought, nah, I probably shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
They just said, oh my
But
God.
Tokodi was like, nah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna do it. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
do it. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm gonna
that's
do it.
risk.
Yeah, I think that
that's
moment,
why-
yeah, that kind of energy is, I think, what's even propelled you. Like in the room doing the right thing,
Yeah.
basically, because that's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because there's a lot of, don't hesitate.
yeah, just
You
act.
do it if it doesn't work.
Dude,
Yeah.
those
Move on to
those
the
might
next.
have
Yeah.
been the
Like-
most valuable
Yeah.
45 seconds of his life.
10.
Yeah,
10 seconds. Yeah. 10.
That video was
He has
out
the
10,
clip.
11.
Yeah.
I know the
Actually, 10
clip.
seconds.
I know the clip. 10 seconds. Yo,
10
bro.
seconds. Mission
Me
Impossible.
driving away was me hepa. Ushaichapa rungu na police we. Ushaichapa. Yo, you guy. That's
They
okay, I
actually-
haven't, but I've seen.
They actually came towards the car, the security.
No, they were walking now towards because he had stopped, yeah. So they were now coming.
Oh.
We got in and out.
yeah.
Ah man,
How's that affected you now? Like, has
What?
that changed things?
it's huge. Like I said, social media. If I had done that 10 years ago without the social media, it wouldn't have been.
That's a
Exactly.
good point.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
You're famous now, Tokodi.
Yeah.
You're famous now.
You
Look
know,
at you. How
you
long
must
has it
have
been?
seen-
Like 10 years.
Yeah.
10 second
10
clip and now
seconds.
you've
And
made it
now,
10
now,
years. That's
now,
the beautiful
yeah.
of social
now,
media,
Yeah.
man. It's the
Beyonce,
beauty
if you're
of it.
watching this,
Yeah.
and Rihanna,
Yeah.
just reach out to me.
Yeah.
I can show you around Kenya. I know the
You
president.
break your back for 10 years,
Yeah.
your whole life.
Yeah.
Every day
10
on
seconds.
And then
set.
10 seconds, 2021, that's all it
Change.
takes.
It
Yeah.
takes.
Now look at
Yeah.
you.
Swift wisdom.
Now
Yo,
look at
man.
you. Now you're on Man Talk. Next
Exactly.
thing you know, you're going across due to NTV, and
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like he must have seen the tweet. I think he's seen it. He must
What?
have seen it.
He
Someone
must have
told
seen
him.
it. I hope
I
he
think
has.
yeah.
I hope he
UK.
has.
Yeah, yeah,
Whether he's watched it, whether he hasn't watched it, he's already helped me so much.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So much.
Say it for HE, say it for His Excellency. He needs
Yes.
to know that he has actually helped the youth with that.
Yeah.
Mr.
Mr. President.
Mr. President.
His Excellency.
Camera
Your
one.
Excellency,
So
Mr.
now you can
President.
take a breath and picture him standing right
same,
there.
Right there.
Now you can
Right there.
think about
No,
what you're gonna say.
let the president
You know, there's
know.
2 cameras and I can't do this.
That one. Which one? It's
Which
that
one?
one.
That one.
Now you can let
That
him
one?
know exactly what you wanted
Now,
to tell him.
tell
at
him
that
exactly
moment.
at that moment.
Now you have a
Now you have a
brief
chance.
kidogo,
Okay.
and there he is.
Mr. President.
Once-
Mr. President, Your Excellency. I apologize for that day. I would have offered you a lift, but
Sorry. Carry on.
I couldn't. But whenever you want to take a walk and you know, you need some stupid jokes around because you know I'm good at jaywalking. So we can have a talk,
Yeah.
a very in-depth talk about my industry, the film industry, the struggles we're going through, and we can, if you can help out, if you can just try and show us the right direction, I would love. It would be such a lovely thing to do. Car that I was driving is just outside.
Yeah.
Oh my. Yeah. So about the GK number plates, I was wondering.
Yeah, clearly he has a lot to tell the
Yeah.
president.
But yeah, it's. Thank you so much for helping our show. Thank you so much for and pushing, supporting local talent without you even knowing. Because you saying Nimeona was
yeah.
was
Yeah,
was
even
enough.
Yeah.
because if he watches local shows,
Yeah.
who are we? He's
Yeah.
number 1 in Kenya. He's the number 1 president.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So yeah,
That is enough for the president. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
And if he has seen that, honor man talk as well.
my email address, just in case you want to invite me.
That's been fantastic, guys.
This has
honestly.
been awesome.
Yeah,
Really
thank you.
has,
Thank you.
Yeah, really has.
What
Had a
a
lot of
show.
fun.
Yeah,
Yes.
and once you win all your awards, please come back with them, put them on the table.
Yeah, put them on the
And
table.
we'll talk.
Like
That
Jordan.
evening,
Yeah.
That evening I showed him all my awards.
Oh,
I have a I call the award wall.
I was in the live.
So
Oh, yeah?
I have. So I was just
Are you
showing
kidding
him
me?
everything.
Yeah.
This is it. This is. I wish I still had my high school ones.
Mm.
I was. Hey,
But
no,
you're
you could
a
use that.
You're a beast. Hey,
You
you're
got
a
me on
beast.
selling myself.
For you to come off the court for changes open and all that, and then still do the shooting.
Aye.
It's,
Passion again.
Yeah,
There's
man.
talent and then there's hard work.
Yeah,
Amazing.
that's what
Yes.
it-
You
that's
guys
what it
aren't here
takes.
because we're just talent. It's hard work.
Yeah.
Fast.
Yeah.
Getting
I
all
mean,
this.
for
Getting
sure.
all
Yeah,
this.
Yeah,
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 thanks, guys.
yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Amazing. Guys, thank you so much. And also, thank you, Art Caffe, for giving us the location. We're here at Chester House in CBD, just on Kanyanga Street. So, yeah, you can sit where we were sat. You
Yeah.
can sit where we were sat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice one, guys. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you on the next one.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.